Hey guys, it's Ska from Let's Play Easy Mode, and today we're going to be diving back into the world of Horizon Forbidden West.
In easy mode, let your worries disappear. It doesn't matter who you are, all are welcome here. Come and take a load off, leave the world outside. In easy mode, sit back, kick back, cast your cares aside. Let's play easy mode, let's escape and play.
Hey guys, welcome to Let's Play Easy Mode, where we love to escape and play. If this is your first time here, then welcome to the channel. And if you're one of our regulars, then welcome back. Today we're going to be diving back into the world of Horizon Forbidden West. Such a fun game to play, and the last time we played this game, we got a chance to check out Las Vegas and what it looks like now 1,000 years later. And we got a chance to meet Moreland and his crew. Basically, they are like Oseram, but they, you know, they're mining, they're kind of scavenging, and you know, he had these basically they were like these little projectors that his grandfather found, and he knew that if you get down there into the cave, there was a big giant, you know, casino down there that would still light up and kind of look like the old world. And there was a lot to see, and he's like, this is the show. And so, you know, at the same time, you know, you've got Aloy, who's just, you know, she's just trying to find parts. She's just trying to get all the AIs and all of that stuff. So she gets down there. Eventually, it was a great mission. I really enjoyed Moreland and his crew. I thought they were really cool. And then at the end, it was actually a really sweet moment where, you know, he gets to see all the lights of Vegas turn back on. And that was really cool. I thought it just looked beautiful, still shining up even through some of the sand and the dirt. Some of the tall buildings were turned back on again. And he got a chance to get a little glimpse of what it used to be in the old world. And he's like, this is the show. This is where we're going to have people come to be able to see this. And I just thought that was really cool. It was a really sweet story. And that's where we left off. We ended up going and getting another subordinate AI, and so now we need to, I believe, just head back to, we need to head back now towards where Gaia is, and probably check in with Varl and Zoe and just kind of see what the situation is there. I know Zoe was staying behind to kind of learn a little bit more, so we're gonna bounce around today, kind of work on some main mission and side quest stuff. It's been a while for me since I've had a chance to play the game, so I'm really excited to do it. I've missed it a lot, so I'm excited to play. Do me a favor, drop a like on this video, subscribe for more content, come hang out with the community at Discord, and if you'd like to dive in deeper with me, you can do that by hopping on over to the Patreon page by going to this link right here for all kinds of extra Let's Play Easy Mode content. You can also click join now and become a channel member, which will give you access to some of that. But no matter what you do, make sure to come hang out with us starting April 2nd, where we're going to be relaunching the Wednesday night live stream, but as a mainstream live stream. No longer just exclusive to the supporters, but we are going to be doing a Wednesday night live stream for the entire Easy Mode community on the main channel every single Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be so much fun, so do make sure to join us. If you are a supporter of the channel, then make sure to look for your name at the end of the video. And with that said, let's pick things back up with Aloy in Horizon Forbidden West. Well, okay, guys, here we are. I forgot that was the other big thing, that we were equipped with a new diving mask. So now we just need, let's see our quest here. Equipped with a new diving mask, Aloy plunges into Poseidon's world. That's right, it was Poseidon. The flooded ruins of Las Vegas in case. Yep, so we did all that. Now we just got to return back to the base. And here it is. Here's New Vegas, guys. What an incredible sight to see. Look at that. You got the old stars and stripes up there. I mean, it's kind of, yeah, I'd say, you know, it's blue and red. There's a little purple in there, too, and pink, but... Oh, man, how cool is that people can come and check this out. Anyway, I really liked Moreland. I thought Moreland was a pretty cool guy. Oh, they're talking. I kind of want to, like, snoop.
What if we combine the lodgings with a stage? And a restaurant.
And a restaurant.
A place to play games of chance.
Games of chance. That's right, Abaddon was And Moreland and Stemmer, that's right. Man, these guys, I really like these guys. I really hope that we see them again in the story. Because honestly, I could totally see coming back and helping them with this. This is cool. This is really cool. Okay, I'm gonna fast travel. I'm just gonna keep it easy right now. And I'm gonna fast travel. Oh, that's a long trip back to the base, guys. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Yeah. The base. Let's go back. And we'll see what Zoe's up to. And we may get another, who knows, we may get another kind of forwarding of the story here too. Oops, hitting my microphone. Okay. How's there an unknown campfire so close to the base? Go back in there and check that out. There we go. Just trying to get up there. There you go. Oh, okay. Nice. The base. Deliver Poseidon to Gaia. Actually, what's really funny is that even though we did all of that, it's still technically not the end of the quest. We haven't finished the quest yet because we haven't delivered it. Ah, here we go, cutscene.
Like this?
Oh, Aaron's here!
You're not waving a hammer around.
Oh, this is amazing.
Try a gentler touch.
And my big sausage fingers don't really do gentle, okay?
Bring it back. Trace the line.
This is the best.
You're right.
This is the best ever. Oh my gosh, I love it. Bring all the friends.
I just saw it. It's the one Aloy found up north. Gotcha.
They're all gonna be enlightened to the truth.
Concussion beat party or something. Yeah, now that's music.
Aloy!
Oh, this is so good.
You're all better. And you're here.
Well, the world only goes on if you can do your thing. We learn fast enough, we help make that happen. You want all the backup you can get, right?
We still have much training to do, of course. One does not become hunter in a day.
Looks like you've got things under control. I should get this to Gaia.
Right. We'll keep on training. Catch up as fast as we can.
I'm seeing glyphs in my dreams already.
Well, while you've been off gallivanting around, I've been working with Gaia to find out more about the land gods.
Sorry, I didn't
So
realize
from
my
where I'm
TV was up.
standing, You're in need of some training.
Fixed it.
Come along.
Oh.
Okay.
There you go. Aaron's like, hey, Aloy, do you want to do some training? They're like, yeah, okay. Yeah, how about those bears?
She headed for that Oseram camp you two were looking for, to the southwest. I wonder what it's like, being in space.
It sounds very lonely, if you ask me. Aloy, we've gathered some supplies in that chest. Take what you need.
You know what I love about this is you guys have heard me just constantly, if you've been with me for years, you know that I talk once in a while. I'll keep finding reasons to talk about my favorite game, which is Mass Effect. And this is the kind of stuff I always love. When you get a base and then you've got your crew here and you get these in-between missions where you can, like in between the main mission, you can just walk around and talk to everybody and see how they're doing. And that's always one of my favorite things. And that's a very much like a Mass Effect staple where you get to do that on the ship. And I love this. Okay. Whoa, nice. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. All right, let's go give this to Gaia first, and then we're gonna go talk to the crew. Then we'll have 2 AIs that we've delivered back.
Welcome back, Aloy.
Hey, Gaia.
Please merge Poseidon with me.
Gaia.
Afterwards, I must discuss
Sorry.
an important matter with you.
I'm in a weird mood today, guys. It's like a lightsaber handle off to the side where it says an 11. All right, we're making Gaia a little more whole.
So, what did you want to discuss?
While you were away, I received an unusual transmission on my dedicated Oooooohh frequency.
Oooooohh. That's one of the sub-functions you couldn't detect before.
Yes. The transmission occurred so slowly that at first it seemed like an accidental blip of data amongst background static. Once I noticed this irregularity, it took some time to collate the complete message.
Coordinates. Where does it lead?
To a mountain to the northwest of this facility. A word of caution, Aloy. It is possible this transmission is genuine. It is also possible it is being broadcast by someone.
A trap.
Or something else.
You don't think it's actually Oooooohh?
I am uncertain.
What's SOS?
It is an old world code. A distress signal. A desperate plea for help.
Why would Oooooohh send a coded transmission on a frequency only the two of you can communicate on?
I believe it was done as a precaution to avoid detection. Or at least to create the appearance of the desire to do so. I am also uncertain why Oooooohh would expect that I would be able to detect and respond to its distress signal at all. As far as it is aware, I no longer function.
Okay, so either Oooooohh is in trouble and sent the message hoping you were out there, or someone else is trying to get us to go to these coordinates, pretending to be Oooooohh.
That
Quite
is my
possible either
conclusion
way.
as well.
Could it be the Zeniths?
Could the Zeniths be sending the transmission?
According to the data I reviewed on your focus, the Zeniths recovered the other Gaia root kernel in the Hades Proving Lab. It is feasible they used it to gain access to my internal frequencies.
So, maybe they sent it thinking you'd respond and reveal your location.
Possibly. However, the transmission is highly irregular. If they intended to provoke me into revealing myself, I would expect the communication to be more routine.
Right. So maybe it's not them then.
Ah. Don't know what to do.
You said the coordinates lead to a mountain to the northwest. What's there?
I have no record of anything of note in that vicinity.
Sasquatch.
Okay, and what about the other number in the message? 237. Any idea what that means?
I have queried my available databases, but it does not appear to have any significance.
Terry and the Hendersons.
Perhaps its meaning can only be understood at the indicated coordinates.
All right, I'll investigate.
All right, I'll go to the coordinates and check out the source of the transmission.
All by yourself? Ha! No way.
Come on, bring the crew.
I included Erend and Varl in this briefing via their focuses.
Gaia knows.
I concur that you should not investigate this alone.
That's
What
right.
if it's a trap?
Gaia's gonna make her
Of course
bring a
it could be
crew.
trap. But if it really is Oooooohh, then it's in trouble, and I need to bring it back. Don't worry. I'll be careful and...
We're coming with you.
Come on, don't argue, Aloy.
Fine. Go grab your things.
This is
Wait for
amazing.
you at the west exit, in case you need to upgrade your gear.
Please tell me it's like a regular thing now where like we're gonna recruit people and they're gonna be here like friends and we can start taking crews out. Like that would be amazing. It probably isn't like that, but I love that style of play where you can play with different friends like within your crew and keep building that up. I just think that's so much fun. Plus, then you can keep seeing different conversations and stuff like that. That would be really cool. Hey, level up, level 20. Oh, dang, we got a lot of points right now. Ooh, we got some skill points to spend. Okay, let's go talk with Gaia again.
Aloy,
That was sneaky of you, patching in Varl and Aaron to our conversation.
I am pleased you accepted their help. Is there something you wish to discuss before you depart?
Now, I mentioned that in some ways, facially, like in the eyes and stuff, I kind of thought that Gaia reminded me a little bit of Silence. A little bit. And here's the thing. If Aloy, here's my thought. We don't know. I don't remember them saying anything about this, but if the visual person that they created to represent Gaia as an avatar to humanity, so people felt like you could relate and talk to Gaia, which was an AI entity. If Gaia's physical appearance, what if Gaia was actually based on somebody still within, you know, the circles of Elizabeth Sobek? And what if that was still some sort of mother or relation or something? I mean, I'm just going outside the box, right? I mean, you can't sit here and say I suspend belief on anything in a game like this. So what if the reason why Silence seems to have gotten all this so quick, because at one point, without Aloy pulling everybody else along, Aloy's the only one that's like understanding any of this. She's gotten a hold of it. For some reason, she's been able to do it. But then Silence as well, like Silence is almost ahead of her. And granted, he's got more interesting tactics, but like he was a tribal kind of like primitive guy in this world who ended up like learning, okay, here's the old world, here how it goes. Here, what if he's also like, just like is basically Elizabeth Sobek, what if we're gonna find out is some relation to whoever this person was? You don't know. I mean, unless you played it, then you know. I don't know. I mean, they could go anywhere with this. I didn't know we were gonna get a base where we were gonna start getting Aaron and Varl and Zoe involved, and who knows who else could come and be a part of this. Maybe Tanala will end up being here eventually, or whoever. You know, like, this is really cool. I'm really digging it. I'm not going to be disappointed. It's not like it has to be my ideas. I'm just excited. I'm a fan, you know, and I'm excited to see where they're going to go with it. Let's go ahead and talk about our progress. Companions.
How are things around here?
Zoe has been studying the morphology of her land gods in an effort to understand their sickness. Without the abilities of Hephaestus, I am unfortunately unable to correct their programming. However, Zoe and I are hopeful we will find an alternative way to heal them.
Well, keep at it. Varl and Zoe seem to like spending time together.
Indeed. While studying old world data, Zoe discovered references to a dietary lifestyle known as vegetarianism.
Bet she would.
Appreciated the similarities with Utaru practices and encouraged Varl to try out this lifestyle.
And how did that go?
I believe they have agreed to disagree.
Yes, they have. I love it.
How's Aaron handling things?
He is becoming increasingly accustomed to use of the focus. After an initial incident,
He break it.
What did he do?
he unfortunately crushed his first focus as he attempted to affix it to his temple.
He's very strong.
Amongst a number of Oseram curses, I believe he also blamed the focus for being
Dainty.
He has given repeated assurances that it will not happen again.
Well, good thing we have a lot of extras, I guess.
They do have a lot of extras. How long do we have?
How long do we have then?
At present rates, without additional factors, the biosphere will cross a point of no return in approximately 4 months.
I think that's what we had before.
And if I gather Ether, Demeter, Poseidon, merge you with them?
This was the original conversation.
Only gain a few months more.
Well, every bit counts.
Okay. Back. About the old world. Okay. Okay. Let's start bringing up Zero Dawn, and I'm all in. Let's do it.
Gaia,
Oh.
what was Elizabeth like?
Oh, this is
Her
good.
presence is interwoven with my memories. The moment I came online, she was there. We exchanged greetings, names, then set to our task. It was the first of many conversations. I enjoyed being in her company, listening to her stories. She was my creator, my guide.
Your friend.
Yes. When I reviewed the data on your focus, I was saddened to learn of her fate, though I am glad she made it home. I deeply wish she did not have to be alone.
She was okay with that. She gave all of herself. The only one who could. Thanks, Gaia. So, Project Zero Dawn.
That was a good game,
The
wasn't
greatest
it?
minds in the world, all working to build the terraforming system while the Pharaoh Plague devoured the planet. What was it like?
Personnel worked in rotations, at all hours of the day. Resources and technology were secured from across the world. Within a month of the project's conception, I was launched and began my education. Elizabeth encouraged me to spend time with the rest of the Zero Dawn staff. She said it was important to experience many personalities and perspectives.
She's about to talk about
aid
Travis
in my
Tate, I
emotional
bet.
Development.
What were they like?
Well, Travis was a jerk.
Hopeful, determined. They were hurtling toward technological achievements on a scale never before attempted. I owe everything to their dedication.
Okay. This place.
So this facility, the Regional Control Center, it was meant to oversee the terraforming system?
For the local region, yes. Had humans received their education from the Apollo database, they would have then been guided here to assume operation. As that never happened, this place remained vacant.
Until Minerva decided to settle here.
Okay. By the way, shout out, I don't have my easy mode cup, but today I'm drinking the Brazil blend Chat's coffee from Chattanooga Coffee Company. Man, this stuff is good. This is, I think, I haven't had a lot of the Brazil. I've had the Guatemala, I've had the Colombian, and I've had the French roast a lot. The Brazil is really good too. You can go ahead and pick this up for yourself, actually, by going to ChattanoogaCoffeeCompany.com and pick out whatever you want. Then at checkout, make sure to use EASY, E-A-S-Y, as your promo code to save 12%. Here we go. Old World Discoveries.
So the Hades Proving Lab, where I found the Gaia kernel. It used to be a Pharaoh research facility?
Yes. Prior to appropriation by Zero Dawn, the facility was used to engineer and test advanced computer viruses. It appears to have been one of many research initiatives by Pharaoh Automated Solutions.
I guess it wasn't enough to build automated killing machines. He wanted viruses to infect them with too.
More.
So, a while back, before the battle at Meridian, I went into Banuk territory. I discovered another AI there. One not related to Zero Dawn.
Ooh, okay.
Scion.
Yep.
It was created to oversee operations for a volcanic stabilization project, and it spent the last 1,000 years in isolation. I'm guessing you didn't know about it?
No. From the data on your focus, it seems that Cyan was cut off from the outside world. An effort by its creators to protect it from the Pharaoh Plague.
Any chance it could help us now?
I have already attempted contact, with no success. Given
trying
its
to
previous
remember.
experience with accepting an outside network request, I imagine it is unwilling to do so again.
Right. Because last time Hephaestus enslaved it. Well, that's too bad. I think the two of you would have had a lot to talk about.
I'm trying to remember, guys. It's been years since I played Zero Dawn, and like I said, it's one of my favorite games I've ever played. But it's just been a long time since I've revisited that story. And I'm trying to remember, was Cyan, was that the AI, I'm trying to remember, was that from the Frozen Wilds DLC? Because I did play that too. It's just been too long, guys. It's been too long. We can talk about Vegas
when I
now?
dove down into Vegas,
Oh, yeah!
I found data about the man who built the dome for the city. Stanley
Love it.
Chen. It turns out he was a member of Far Zenith. But if he loved Vegas so much, why did he abandon it? Why not try to save it?
The Zeniths at their core have proven to be exceptional survivalists. Faced with overwhelming odds of extinction, they chose to flee.
Even still, what he achieved. Water to the wasteland, an entire city brought back to life. 1,000 years later, the whole place was still on standby, just waiting for someone to come along and wake it up.
That is really cool, by the way. Oh, I love it. We're still talking. Let's go with Eleuthia. Nope, we've done that. Let's talk about subordinate other ones. Are there any I have? We've already got Poseidon. You know, I'm going to talk about these later when we're ready to go get it. I'm thinking we go get Eleuthia. Well, I don't know. Do I, though? What do I do? I got the guys with me. Let's talk about the other functions. Let's talk about Demeter.
What can you tell me about Demeter?
Demeter sows, fertilizes, and tends to plant life.
It could be a good one to get.
So once I bring it back, all the blight out there will start to get better.
While permanent restoration requires the abilities of Hephaestus, I may be able to improve conditions in the region for a while. However, a word of warning. Like Ether and Poseidon, Demeter's response to my query was highly irregular. Alone and frightened, it may have taken measures to assure its security.
It's gonna be like Batman trying to fight Poison Ivy.
I'll keep my guard up.
All these vines are gonna start crawling out and getting us. Either.
What do we know about Ether?
Ether is responsible for detoxifying the atmosphere and moderating the weather.
Oh, both of these would be great to have if they actually make changes.
The most severe storms in the region. But be careful. Like Demeter and Poseidon, it will need to be restored to its original code state before it is safe to capture.
Got it.
Okay. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good right now.
See you later, Gaia.
Until next time, Aloy.
Be funny if they get to know each other and she's like, "See you later, alligator." And Guy is like, you know, "In a while, a crocodile." What?
Gaia, what is this?
It is a control console for a drone-based imaging system connected to this dome.
Oh?
I will transmit the relevant data to your focus.
Okay.
Huh. So this Cyclops is a network of drones to monitor.
I should probably just listen, but I just wondered what. Aloy, I have compiled available information on the parametric situation climate observation placement system. Say that 10 times fast. Or the Cyclops for short, for your perusal. The Regional Control Center was intended to oversee terraforming operations in the area. Cyclops was included as a failsafe. It consists of a network of 10 drones designed to automatically deploy in the event of biosphere degradation. Yep. The drones would then disperse to various locations in the region where they would capture footage of the surrounding environment to display on the dome of the control room. Sorry, I had a thought that had nothing to do with what I'm reading. It appears that the Cyclops drones did in fact deploy successfully. In comparing the facility's logs to data from your focus, it seems that this occurred not long after the first appearance of supercell storms and the Red Blight. However, each drone lost connection with a regional control center shortly thereafter, likely due to environmental interference. If the drones are still in operation, acquiring their data modules and returning them to the console in the control room should restore their connections, allowing you to view their footage.
Enter the deteriorating biosphere conditions. I guess it was meant to display on the dome, but the drones aren't connected anymore. I think I can reconnect some of them already.
That's cool.
It
More
seems
stuff
like
to
there are
do.
more out there.
Is that...
Hi, Gaia.
Hello, Aloy.
I guess that's... Whoa. More? Was it more? Oh, wait. More about this place?
So I guess this room was meant to keep an eye on conditions outside?
Yes. From
about
here,
the Cyclops.
the facility's operators would have been able to observe weather and machine activity in real time.
We're 30 minutes in,
That would've been
guys,
quite a
just
sight.
about. And it's
It
all
may
been
still be
learning
possible to view
in this
some
room.
of them, should you find and reconnect the cameras to this room's console.
It's cool.
I'll keep a lookout.
Wait. Wait. That's the drone in Vegas, right? Remember there was a drone in Vegas? Is that what that was? So you could keep an eye on it? Remember I had to pull a drone down? Is that highlighted? Is there more, Elizabeth? Nope. Okay.
The missing subordinate functions. What can you tell me about them?
Artemis rewilded the Earth with a variety of animal species. Eleuthia was responsible for gestating, nurturing, and acculturating a new generation of human beings.
Oh, if we go find
Apollo
Eleuthia.
was tasked with preserving, organizing, and disseminating vast archives of human knowledge and cultural achievements. Unfortunately, all archived Apollo data was purged on the 2nd of February, 2066, by order of Ted Faro.
Oh my gosh.
Pharaoh, huh? I really hate that guy.
Understandable. He appears to have been pathologically narcissistic, impulsive, and unstable.
All three of the missing functions have already served their purpose, or were prevented from doing so. Do you still need them?
If attainable,
We saw
yes.
this conversation before, but
Restoring their remaining elements would
Just
increase
reminding
their
myself.
heuristic processing density. Perhaps you will be able to procure Eleuthia at the SOS coordinates. Artemis and Apollo, however, remain unaccounted for.
Poseidon?
Were you able to make use of Poseidon?
Yes. Many rivers, streams, and lakes associated with the regional watershed have been detoxified.
Nice.
As a result, red algae growth levels have seen a marked decline. According
Nice.
to my data, however, it appears a localized occurrence of red algae continues to persist near the coast.
Maybe I'll look into it when I can.
Okay. That's still highlighted.
So Poseidon spent the last 20 years hiding out in Las Vegas. From the data I found, it seems the city had an advanced water reclamation system. Is that why Poseidon went there?
Most likely. In an effort to protect itself, Poseidon sought out a safe harbor where it could access water supply functions. There, buried and encased in a protective dome, it could guard against any threats.
Like 3 Oseram showmen?
I suspect that was not the first time it felt the need to repel trespassers.
Okay, I think we're good now.
I'll be on my way.
Wish you safe travels.
In a while, crocodile. Oh, wait. Is this where... Connect survey drone module? Yes! That's the one I got. In Vegas.
Drone's
Oh,
making
good
us-
lord. What am I doing here? Oh, gosh. Is this where I can just, like, pick an area that I want to look at, I guess?
Error. Drone feed disconnected. Error. Drone offline.
There we are. That is so cool. Oh, you know what this is? This gives you the ability to basically just change the look of this room. I love that. That is so cool. And what's Gaia? Gaia's got more to say?
Hello, Aloy. Did you wish to continue our discussion?
About the world. This place.
So I guess this room was meant to keep an eye on conditions outside?
Yes. From me to observe weather and machine activity. It may be possible to restore more of this room's functionality, should you find and reconnect additional camera.
I'll keep a lookout.
Okay. Now it's time to go for the 5th time.
As you say. Be well, Aloy.
Thank you. I don't have any more, right? That's a. I guess I can just go there if I want to change the look of things. Okay. Ooooooh. Guys, that was really cool. All the lore. Love the lore. I can go talk to my crew now.
Aloy, I was able to unlock another room in the main living area.
Okay.
Good to know. I'll check it out when I can.
Thanks. Ooh.
Gotta go after Eleuthia. Erend and Varl are waiting for me at the west exit.
Well, that seems like it's going to be important then.
Huh. Looks like someone's rearranged stuff in here.
Aloy, I see you found your room.
Oh.
Your companions thought you would appreciate a private space of your own.
I love this.
Thoughtful of them.
Yeah, that's your friends, and that's your captain's quarters right there. Oh, so good. Place
I've been
pendant.
carrying Elizabeth's pendant with me for months. But since we're gonna stay a while, I think I'll keep it here.
Yep.
Where it'll be safe. Elizabeth put all of her faith in Gaia. And Gaia put all of her faith in me. If I can do it all. Recover the sub-functions, defeat Zenith.
You know, that's all.
Heal the world. I'd like to think Elizabeth would be proud.
I bet she would. What we got? What we got?
My old spear. Rust
Aw.
helped me make it. And I finished my training.
How'd it get here?
Feels like so long ago now. When Varl found me after the Hades Proving Lab, I thought I saw Rost. I don't think he'd understand any of
No,
this,
probably not.
or what I have to do. But still, wish he was here.
There we go. Got a little emotion there. I like that. Wait, what's this?
This is the
Token.
rite of passage that Vishav gave me at the embassy. I liked him. He seemed like a good man. I think he was really looking forward to going home. Argala's attack at the embassy. The marshals ambushed and surrounded, killed one by one. Reminds me of the massacre at the Proving.
Yeah, I thought the
Back in
same.
Silverlands. So many lives wasted. And for what?
Yeah, I thought of that too. I was like, oh, this is a little similar. Okay. Anything else in here I gotta look at? Not right now. All right, let's move on. We got our room.
Door's locked. Maybe Gaia will be able to get it open later. Gaia? What was this room for?
This was intended to be a recreational room for Control Center operatives. Unfortunately, the entertainment modules were lost with the Apollo database.
Oh, that's too bad.
I wonder if there's a way to find that, to get them back.
Huh. Looks like Aaron made himself at home.
Love that. I'm so glad he's here. This just continues to evolve into my game. Like, this is just my game. I love this kind of stuff. I've got my crew, these characters that have been with me for years in my life now because of my love for the first game. Oh. How you doing, girl? How you doing, girl? All right, let's talk to her behind the counter. What are you selling back here?
Varl looks happy about his training partner.
Learning is best done together.
Have you gone back to Plainsong at all?
I thought about it, but I wouldn't know what to tell them. The chorus already thinks me a thorn in the thicket. If they knew what we did to Fa, even if they understood, there'd be little they could grasp about all this. No. For now, I must leave the tribe behind.
Well then, let's get you in like a special scientist gear or something like that. Let's talk about them. The Utaru. Oh my gosh, guys, there's so much here. Oh, I love it. Your neighbors.
So, how does a tribe like the Utaru manage to maintain the peace with warriors like the Tanakh?
By holding them off. When our fields bloomed aplenty, the Tanakh looked upon our lands with envy. But Plainsong's dishes provided sanctuary and high ground to keep invaders at bay. In the end, even the Tanakh saw sense in a truce. The Utaru promised to provide the Tanakh with food from our crops every year. In exchange, the Tanakh would relinquish one of their own, a veteran, to train the Utaru in combat. This custom was abandoned a few years after the derangement. But some veterans still remain in the plains.
Let's see. What's a gravesinger? We've done all this stuff before.
I've been meaning to ask, what's the deal with you and the chorus? You didn't seem to be on the best of terms.
That's what happens when you're the one Utaru who insists on publicly defying them. Twice. When the Karja invaded the Utaru plains, they did more than just attack our villages. They burned our fields, took our people as slaves, and murdered those who were too weak to make the trip back to Meridian.
To be sacrificed in the Sun Ring.
I was helping the healers back then, as waves of refugees swarmed into Plainsong. The chorus was divided in how to face the invaders. Some saw sense in raising arms. Others believed the dishes would keep us safe, as they had many times before. And while they bickered, I buried the seeds of the fallen.
I love this, guys. I love getting the lore now and the conversations from our friends at the base. This is so good. Casualties from the Red Raids.
It's been easy. Seeing your people suffer while the Karja invaded your lands.
I come from a small village near Plainsong. My grandmother used to say there was no seed that wouldn't grow there. I moved to the dishes when I decided to apprentice as a healer. When the Red Raids began, I thought about going back. But the injured kept pouring into Plainsong, day after day. So I kept putting it off. One day, I woke up to hear a Karja raiding party had ransacked my village during the night. I rushed there with the healers to help the survivors, but there weren't any left. The smell of burning flesh haunts me to this day.
I'm sorry, Zoe.
I made it a point to appear before the chorus as soon as we returned, to demand that we take a stand against the invaders. I was denied. So I left to fight on my own.
Wow. fighting the Karja.
You said you set out to fight the Karja alone?
I did. But it turned out I wasn't the only one. News of my disagreement with the chorus spread through the plains. Before I knew it, I had more than a dozen Utaru warriors ready to follow me into battle. We knew we couldn't take on the Karja armies head-on, but we also knew the lay of the land better than they did. We ambushed smaller raiding parties, sabotaged their supply lines, and hit their encampments at night.
Sounds like you were a force to be reckoned with.
Enough that the Tanakh took notice. When the clans began to push the Karja
tough
back
side
east,
of
they
Zoe.
let us join their ranks. We chased the enemy all the way to Barren Light.
I'll tell you what, you can really see how the Sun King of Odd just has, why he's working so hard to try to restore and renew relations with the world around him because of what the Karja did back in the day.
You said you were at Barren Light?
Trying
when
to
the Tanakh
atone
defeated
for what
the
his
Karja?
dad did.
Tanakh marshals climbed the cliffs of the Daunt under cover of night, then attacked from the other side. Before we knew it, the gates were open, and the full force of the clans burst through. What happened next was not something I like to remember.
Uh-oh.
When all the dust and blood settled, I smelled it again. The stench of burnt flesh. Our enemies defeated. What was left of my squad returned to the Utaru Plains. I went back to Plainsong. But even as the harvest passed, it didn't feel like I'd truly returned at all.
Is that when you became a grave singer?
I thought soothing the suffering of others would somehow appease my own.
What a backstory.
Then you came along and gave me a choice. I could either sing at people's graves or fight for a chance to keep them alive.
I'm glad you chose the latter.
I love this. I love that Zoe is in. Like, she's all in right now. And she's gotten the truth now of, like, the world state, why they're where they're at. You know, and I love this, that she's like, I think she's going to be, like, one of our strongest allies. And I love the fact she's in this deepening relationship and romance with Varl. And they're just a fun couple to watch as they evolve as a couple. And now we've got Aaron. I cannot wait to talk to him a little bit. Oh, this is so good. So good. Well, okay, guys, I just want to take a quick second to tell you about today's sponsor for this video, which is Chat's Coffee. Chat's is absolutely my favorite brand of coffee on the planet. I have been a huge fan of Chat's since 2009 and have always wanted to partner with them and promote their brand in one way or another, and I'm so happy to now be able to do it on Let's Play Easy Mode. Chat's is the official coffee of Let's Play Easy Mode. Now, if you've been a fan of the channel or you've been watching for any amount of time, you know coffee is my favorite drink to drink while I'm gaming. I always enjoy a good cup of coffee. Confessingly, maybe I drink a little too much caffeine, but coffee is always my go-to drink here on the channel. It's kind of become a staple now, you know, on the channel, and so isn't the Let's Play Easy Mode mug. But my favorite thing to put in my mug is Chat's Coffee, and I'm so excited that they have now partnered with us, and I'm so excited to be able to offer it to you guys at a discount. All you have to do is go to ChattanoogaCoffeeCompany.com, buy whatever you want, and then when you're checking out, just type in EASY as a promo code, EASY, to save 12% on your order of Chats. It is absolutely the pride of Chattanooga in my cup. I love it, and to me, Chattanooga Coffee Company is the taste that feels right. So make sure to go check it out, ChattanoogaCoffeeCompany.com. Use the promo code EASY, EASY, to save 12% on your order. Now let's get back to the game.
Chats is the taste that feels right. Oh, oh.
The Zeniths. What
Did
say
Gaia
you,
tell
Zoe, about the
anything about
Zeniths?
the Zeniths?
She did, though it wasn't exactly easy to believe.
Imagine that even
To think
feels
that there are
like...
places among the stars where life can bloom as it does here. It is humbling, to say the least, and heartbreaking that such life should be bent on destroying ours.
Wow. You're training.
What are you up to?
Gaia was kind enough to put together a list of glyphs used by the Old Ones. She helped me decipher some of the data you've collected and showed me how to use the focus to help the process. It's not easy, but it's been working so far.
That's good to hear.
Woo! They're all getting caught up now. Ha! More training.
I see you've settled in.
Gaia did say this place was built for us, so we could regain control of our lands with her terraforming system. Nurture
You're
them
getting
like
it,
the
Zoe.
land gods do Plainsong's fields. It does strike me as odd that a place of life should have so much metal.
Sounds like you met my friend Talana.
Yes, the Karja Huntress. I haven't seen armor like hers since the Red Raids, but Varl tells me that she too suffered at the hands of the Mad Sun King.
Yeah. She's one of the good ones. Trust me.
Wow. Cool.
So
More
you've
companions.
been talking to Gaia?
Yes, she was kind enough to take me through some of the history of the Old Ones, including their demise and the heroic actions of her creator, Elizabeth Sobek. I was surprised to see she was you. Past, but reborn? Not that I claim to understand how.
You've been getting to know Erend, I assume?
Of course. Any friend of Varl's is a friend of mine. In this case, a very loud friend.
I love it.
I should probably go.
Is it true you're investigating a signal coming from one of Gaia's seedlings?
Maybe. We'll know for sure when we check it out.
Be careful.
We will.
I love it. That's the crew now, guys. This is the family. Aloy's got a family. Oh, this is so good. How many times am I going to say that?
Holograms. Gaia, I thought you said the data here was lost.
I was able to repurpose the equipment to store the data you have acquired in your travels.
It's a shuttle. Like the one I blew up at Farzena's launch facility.
Huh.
Varl seemed pretty interested in space travel. I guess he wanted a keepsake.
Yeah. Okay. Music is very peaceful. What do we got here?
Looks like someone's made this space their own.
I see you found Varl and Zoe's room, Aloy.
Oh, they're sharing.
I believe they wanted private accommodations.
I see.
Okay, this feels like it's a little too creepy to be in this room now. Let's slide our way out.
Looks like this room's changed. Is that your doing, Gaia?
Yes. I have repurposed the displays to track the cauldrons you have acquired data from.
Oh, nice. Oh, they're having their conversation. All right. What's up, boys?
There she is.
You ready to head out?
Let's get going.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Look at us. 3 battle-hardened badasses forging into the unknown. Sounded good.
This is awesome. Oh, this is so awesome. Then it wasn't awesome because they had to climb
This
vertically.
distress call had to be up a really steep mountain, huh?
She's like, man, I gotta listen to this complaining the whole time. That would be really hard, like in the snow. Like, these guys have no protection from the snow. Oh gosh. Zeniths!
Vermin.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
What is that? What the hell?
Quick, go down and get her suit.
Well, that takes the keg.
Get her suit. I want that.
Burrow, see if there's anything over there.
On it.
We'll check out the battlefield. Let's start with that zenith.
Wow.
Well, there are obviously more zeniths than we know about.
Can't believe you fought one of them.
Almost didn't make it.
Whoa. So
Whatever the rebels did, it took down her shield.
Yeah.
But why was she here?
Kind of pierced her a little bit.
I can access her last communication file, but I'll use my focus to scan the battlefield too.
What about that crazy weapon the Zenith had?
It looked like she can make it come and go at will.
What?
But it's gone now.
Hello, Verbena?
Yeah.
What do you have for
Well,
me?
go do your thing.
I checked
I'll wait
everywhere,
here.
still no sign of the asset. Can we call off this pointless search already?
Let's not forget who let it slip away in the first place.
Gerard.
Now, I'd like to see results by nightfall. Do you think you can manage that?
Hold on. I think I see something.
Okay.
Snowfall's blanketing the land.
Gorgeous breath. What a mess.
Spectre. Oh yeah, the
The
specters.
Spectre had instructions to assist recovery of the asset. I wonder what this asset is.
Could it be Aloy? Yeah, sorry about that, buddy. You guys need some winter clothes. Come on. Wow. What do we got? We got...
Not rebels, Asaram.
Oh. No. No.
Don't mind if I do.
Trying to figure out where to go. Maybe this guy's got something different?
Kind of chilly.
Make sure that didn't come back to life.
Just what I needed.
Apparently I can't shoot it. I don't think. I should be able to, but I can't remember how. There it is. Wow. Kinda cool. cave? Is this where we're going? Hey, Varl. What's up?
Have a look around. I'll wait here.
It wants me to go here, though. So our investigation needs to be here still. Let me go talk to him and see.
Kind of chilly up here. You done looking around?
Almost.
Huh. Alright, let's look at the map. Okay, it's here somewhere. Ah! Aha!
An Oseram with a focus.
Hmm.
Looks like he was sending data on the weapons somewhere else. Weapon's still hot. I need to know how it worked. But I'll have to check on it once it's cooled off.
There's more. Ooh. Okay, we got a little camp here.
Looks like the rebels camped here for a while. Are they watching this area? Alright. I think I have an idea what happened here. I better get back to Erend.
All right, she who sees the unseen. What did you find out?
This was a carefully planned attack. I found camping gear up there. The rebels must have been staking out this place for at least a few days. They were waiting for the Zeniths to show up. All so that they could test that weapon. The Zeniths have a personal shield that makes them invulnerable, but somehow the weapon got rid of it. The Oseram that was operating it was sending data on it somewhere else. It was probably just a prototype.
I've known tinkers that do that. I'd do a little trial run before breaking out the real thing. Well, I guess it's still a work in progress, if it blew up.
She was searching for something she lost. Her drone had instructions to recover something called the asset.
The asset? Is that the sub-function thing that you said could be here? Eleuthia?
I'm not sure.
Oh, maybe.
Come on, let's go talk to Varl.
No, I think, personally, I kind of feel like the smart thing would be to actually take this. I mean, this is a big deal. We have a Zenith now. A woman, she's got that tech. Like, we should take her and bring her back to the base and see what Gaia makes of it, you know? Like, we should see if she's wearing a focus, if Gaia can look into the history, or if there's a way to replicate and fix her gear, her, you know, so maybe Aloy's got the armor.
That's a long way down.
Yeah, it is.
Something tunneled straight down into the mountain. Looks recent.
Whatever it was, it must have been powerful. That Zenith the rebels killed was looking for something called the asset. I don't know what it is, but my guess is it's somewhere down there.
All right, so we head down.
Yep.
Erend, stay here and stand watch. That Zenith isn't the only one of its kind. I don't want to be caught by surprise if the others show up. Contact us by focus if you see anything.
Okay. If any trouble shows up, I'll call you.
Let's go.
Okay, here we go. What's this gonna be?
There's some kind of old world ruin down here.
You said the Zeniths have their own backup of Gaia, right?
Yeah, from the proving lab.
So maybe they were after Eleuthia. Found its hiding spot, so it sent the distress signal.
Maybe.
Hey, you know what? Let's upgrade. I haven't been upgrading. I've got a lot here to use. Let's okay, launch 3 shredders of your currently selected type. Only 1 shredder. Let's see. Shredder mine. What do we got here? Melee attacks deal more damage when you are dangerously wounded. That's a good one. Low health ranged. Damage health below 30%. 15. Oh, ranged attacks deal more damage. Valor on impact. Gain valor when hit by enemies. Activate. Okay. Overshield. Activate a special arm guard based on ancient technology to gain rechargeable damage absorbing energy. Yeah. Nice. Plant forger. Gather more resources from plants. That's good. Resist more damage when you are dangerously wounded. Looking to just see what else she's got. Carry more medicinal berries. Just seeing if there's more that just increases her health. Consume a special potion to restore health and regain. Alright, and then here, ranged master, bolster your resolve and deal more damage with the ranged weapons for a limited time. You know, I do love doing that. We haven't done much with trapping. Probably need to do more with this too. Power attacks deal more damage. That's good. Energize your spear faster. First, strike an enemy with melee attacks to build up energy of your spear. So there's that. Oh, there's so much to do. This is why they invented New Game Plus, so you don't have to go through this again. Get some good upgrades. Place traps faster. Let's just do that. We'll get there with the traps. Okay. Keep going. See what we got. Alright, come on, Varl. I am so glad that he didn't get left behind. Because he was so cool in the beginning, and then it was like, she's like, no, I have to go be alone. Gotta go be a martyr.
Some kind of data center. I might be able to access the facility systems from that console.
Gotta go do it by myself. And I didn't want that to happen, you know? I'm like, you've got good friends. And this is awesome. This is what I was hoping for, is like, just get them caught up to speed. And then you've got a team working together. Data corruption. Minimal. Okay, that's fine. A lot to examine down here. Let's see. Well, I guess we could just go do the... I just want to see if there's anything else. Oh, look at that. Examine transmitter.
I've never seen a transmitter like this before. Looks like it's self-destructed. This was a Far Zenith research lab. Looks like a lot of data was beamcast from here recently. From that device nearby.
So Eluthia's gone?
If it was ever here, then probably. But then why were the Zeniths still searching for the asset?
Yeah.
Let's keep looking around.
What is the asset? Wait. Okay. Could the what was it? What was her name? Beta, I think, who was the other Sobek clone? What if she got away and she's the asset they're looking for?
So, exploring another Far Zenith ruin.
At least this one doesn't seem to have giant killer machines.
True.
Or anything you can blow up.
Send this to my stash.
Mm-hmm. What we got? There's stuff to go see. Oh, what's this? What are we finding here?
All
More
this stuff. Wonder what they were doing here.
Well, knowing Far Zenith, probably discovering amazing things. For their own benefit.
Yeah. That sounds it. Find anything that might tell us what the asset is?
Okay, August 19th, 2064. 40 years into the future right now. Well, 49. Nope, I can't do math. 39 years into the future. Okay. Data corrupted has been a significant improvement, decreasing the time between touch-ups that commercially available treatments like osmanthus rejuvagene require. As for Malik's team, the latest results from their neurophysiology experiments seem promising, and with the supplementary data provided by our Tokyo facility, we seem to be closing in on functional first-generational implants. Meanwhile, our friends in Zurich have sent over their findings on WBE. Mixed results, a couple of promising avenues, but anything bordering on real digital transcendence looks to be decades away.
I don't think so.
That was a whole lot of modern jargon.
This place is huge.
Whoa.
Some kind of storage room, maybe.
Maybe the asset is in here somewhere.
If it is,
Maybe.
Somehow the Zenith couldn't find it. Let's look around. So, how is Erend taking all of this? Really?
Well, Gaia, the Zeniths, the Focus. It's a lot. But when I caught up to him in the dawn and said you needed our help, he dropped everything and turned around.
Well, he's loyal. That's for sure.
As he should be. Look at that up there. That's very interesting. Was that a clock at one time that's broken down, or countdown timer? Whoa. All right, that's gonna be something to look at in a second.
A control console to access the storage units.
Can it tell us if the asset is in one of them?
Well, let's find out.
Whew.
$236 containers in storage. Please enter the container number you'd like to retrieve.
236? Wasn't there a number in the distress signal?
You're right. I should check the log.
Oh, shoot. I don't remember. Hologram data points? Was this it? 237? But wait, didn't he just say there's only 236? There we go. Okay. It's a whole lot of futuristic porta potties. Oh my gosh. That's right, this is all about people. Oh my, guys. Is this another? Oh my gosh! It's another. Is that Beta, or just?
It's you.
Are they all like that?
Skin's like ice. Must have cut this from her head. But why?
Hello, Elizabeth. Apologies, I
Beta.
didn't call you. My name is Beta. I'm afraid I must be brief. I only have a few minutes before my keepers discover I'm missing, and I still need to remove this implant. I had hoped to find shelter with you, but if you're viewing this, I may be dead. Be careful when you take on Farsineth. They are ruthless, and they have Eleuthia, Artemis, and Apollo now. But at least I don't have the Gaia kernel to merge them with. You must succeed, or this was all for nothing. Good luck, and goodbye. So she's
still alive.
Oh!
Oh shit, they can fly. Aloy. Aloy, can you hear me through this thing?
What's going on, Erend?
Two of those spectral things just fell out of the sky. One of them is heading down towards you. The other one's waiting up here.
We're coming up. Stay in cover until I get there.
Oh!
Get her to cover in that room. Whatever happens, she stays with us.
Oh my gosh, this is getting crazy.
Let's play easy mode. Let's escape and play.